Thank you
Really.
so much for making yourself available tonight, sir. We are here tonight just to cater the questions of our fellow ESL teachers kasi marami pong nagtatanong, sir, about how to get certifications, saan ko daw po nakuha yung Master TESOL certificate ko, and I am so happy that you are here with us tonight, sir. Reminder lang pala sa ating viewers, you can take down notes because I'm sure information is very vital and you would want to take note of that para hindi nyo ma-miss out. Please tell us about yourself and Chomsky. Tell us what it is and what can they get from
Yeah, yeah,
the language center.
yes. Yeah, so hello everyone, and I'm Eli Natividad, and I'm currently the director of TESLA Philippines, Teachers of English as a Second Language Association of the Philippines. It's also called TESOL PH, or TESOL Philippines Association. And I currently manage Chamski Language Training Center. I've been in the ESL field for around 15 years now or more. I teach, of course. I do trainings in TESOL and curriculum development, developing assessments also, and do some presentations on researches in ESL teaching and in TESOL, and here and overseas at the same time. Chomsky is a language training center which focuses on giving certifications to English teachers, especially those teachers who would want to go overseas and do TESOL in other countries, say Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Taiwan, and Japan. They require TESOL. If you want to go there and do ESL or teach English as a second language. We're in partnership with the Department of Tourism, yung kanilang program on Study Philippines. 2 years ago, we were able to get some funding from the DOT. The funding is on the scholarship for TESOL, basically Master TESOL, for Filipino teachers in preparation for, of course, the opening again of the ESL industry. Chamski is also in partnership with ASEAN Ellen. ASEAN Ellen is based in Thailand and it's funded by the British Council and the E.S. Hornby Foundation. The network focuses on sharing of know-how, sharing of researches, sharing of learning materials in ESL teaching. And it is, of course, available kay Chomsky and Tesla. I mean, yung mga materials na galing sa ASEAN Ellen for ESL teachers to use. So we're in partnership with universities also in their TESOL program because now parang in-adapt na ng mga universities yung TESOL certification sa kanilang mga AB English, tsaka mga EDUC major in English courses because it's something that to them is very important. Because right after graduation, of course, they can just join the ESL field as a transition career for them. So yeah, that's basically Chomsky Language Training Center. We're based in Baguio, and yeah, we conduct our trainings face-to-face and online, and we do also boot camps in English teaching.
Thank you, sir, for the rundown. Later, we'll go on more on that. And, sir, you've mentioned you're also partnering with universities. Like, could you mention some universities, sir, that you're partnering with?
Yeah, here in North Luzon, so in partnership with Isabela State University, they have this immersion program in ESL teaching with their AB English graduating students. So they come here to Baguio and then they join our ESL school partners, So they stay here with us for a month. So they really immerse in ESL teaching. So at the same time, they're having their TESOL na rin as they practice, their ESL teaching with actual ESL students in our partner schools. We're in partnership with Benguet State University on this ESL teaching orientation and workshop. And so every year, graduating students in AB English, in majoring in AB English, we give them this workshop and training on ESL teaching. So UC, University of Cordilleras, and then University of Baguio. Okay, so we also conduct workshops with them. And other universities pa, around North Luzon. So primarily North Luzon, yung mga partners na. Yeah.
Thanks for that, sir. What is TESOL and why is it important for teaching English?
Yeah, so TESOL is basically two things, TESOL stands for Teachers of English to speakers of other languages. So I want to emphasize on the teachers. So this is basically an association of practitioners in teaching English to speakers of other languages. But at the same time, TESOL is teaching English to speakers of other languages. It's a field where anyone can join, provided that you have the ability to speak the English language and, of course, the skill sets to transfer to teach this. Okay, but TESOL focuses basically on equipping someone who'd want to teach English with necessary skill sets, say, in understanding the learner, understanding the teaching process, understanding the dynamics of teaching and learning, profiling your learners, basically, understanding and implementing, say, frameworks for teaching, say lesson plans and other stuff, related to the successful transfer of the English language skills to an individual who wants to learn or to acquire the English language. So yun ang ginagawa ng TESOL, basically. So when you say TESOL, it's again a certification course at the same time. So when you say you're a TESOL certificate holder, it means that you have the ability to manage classes, ESL classes, okay, at whatever level or whatever context or setting. So for example, if you're given, say, A1, A2 learners or beginners, and these are adult learners, you can implement basically the content that will be given to you, come up with some lesson plans or lesson flows or learning units that you can basically follow and implement in your classes. So something like that. So it empowers you, capacitates you to say use specific content for you to successfully use the English language and focus on language acquisition on the part of your learners. So ganun yung basically si TESOL.
Talagang privilege maging TESOL certificate holder.
Yeah.
All right. How long does it take to complete a TESOL certification program?
We have basically 2 TESOL programs under Chamski Language Training Center. So we have the TESOL certificate, and then we have the Master TESOL certificate or TESOL certificate in advanced standing. So, other countries will say a TESOL in advanced standing. Other countries will say Master TESOL. And of course, but the most common one is just a TESOL certification. So that will be enough if you want to go to maybe Vietnam or Thailand. So yeah, under the TESOL program, 120 hours will be the required number of hours of training. Okay, so when you say training, it's a combination of course, training with a trainer or a mentor or a coach, plus activities that you will be doing by yourself, say worksheets and some researches, some guided reading materials, and some demo teaching that you'll be shooting with your students, considering, or if the case is you're already an ESL teacher. So that's 120 hours. So for Master TESOL, that's 260 hours, because you'll have an added 3 core contents doon, So one is on CFR, Common European Framework of Reference, plus the assessment, which goes with CFR, and then introduction to curriculum development, and then introduction to ESL research. So those 3 things will be added under the Master TESOL program. And that's basically the plus hours. That's why it's 260 hours compared to 120 hours of your regular TESOL program. So if you'll translate that in days, that will depend on maybe how fast or how quick the discussion will be, because normally per session, for example, in a TESOL certificate, that's 10 core areas, so 10 core areas. At the average, it's 2 hours to 3 hours per session, plus, of course, your other tasks, which is not part of the session. Now you'll do it on your free time. So that's 10 times 3, so 30 hours of, could be face-to-face or online with a teacher or trainer. But in Master TESOL, that will be 13 lessons or core contents, times maybe 2 to 3 hours again, plus other tasks will be submitting online after you've accomplished them. So if you want to take, say, Master TESOL, we require that at least you have taught ESL at whatever platform and whatever level okay, for 2 years, at least 2 years, because they added curriculum development, they added CFR-based assessment development, and ESL research will, of course, require know-hows that, or practices, I mean, that you're doing or you've been doing in your classrooms. So you magsa-separate kay TESOL at saka kay Master TESOL. Yeah. So
All
again,
right, sir.
120 and then 260. So
120 and 200. All right, sir. What are the prerequisites for enrolling in a TESOL course?
may mga series of assessments na bibigay, and of course, basic proficiency in English language is a requirement pala. But, we're assuming that you want to teach English, so, somehow, you
Yes.
have this basic proficiency in the English language. So you can just simply enroll, we give you the course map, and then that's it. But in Master TESOL, the basic requirement there for you to at least join the program is 2 years of ESL teaching experience. Yeah, again, that is because the three added core contents, CFR-based assessment development, ESL research, and curriculum development will require actual practices from you that you've been doing, you've done in the past, in accomplishing some tasks in relation to those three added courses. So yeah.
Right. So for our viewers, if you are just starting ESL or wala pa kayong 2 years of experience, maybe they can start on the most basic one, the TESOL certification. And once you get,
But I can add this, do I need to be a graduate of a 4-year course program? Actually, no. No, because sa ESL field, siguro around 35% from our data, mga undergrads, mga hindi natapos sa kanilang courses. And then eventually, they got caught na in doing ESL, 5 years, 7 years, so sila nag-ESL. And then suddenly, gusto nilang nakuha ng diploma or baccalaureate degree, So we assist them na rin, in completing their degree courses, pero sa English na siya, under the ETIA program.
Can I take a TESOL course online, or is it only offered in person?
Have this blended program, So yeah, if you're in the area, or say if there's a boot camp in your area, then we require face-to-face delivery. So when you say boot camp, it's a 3-day, 4-day stay in sa isang site where we do all the core courses in 4 days, and then after that you can complete your worksheets and other stuff that will be required from you. But outside the boot camp, we can do it online. We'll have your, of course, trainers with you on specific hours that will be arranged with your classmates. So it's also flexible when it comes to time. Pero normally kasi gabi nangyayari yung classes after work or during break time na ng mga trainees. Yeah. And then we also do again the blended one, the combination. So you can come to Baguio again and then maybe do a 2-day face-to-face, or we can arrange, say, a 3-day course in your area. And then after that, of course, we will travel to your area. Say, we did in Bacolod, we did in Ormoc, in Iloilo, and in Manila, usually, okay, we go to the host's place, and then we do the core courses there. And then after, online na.
I just want to have a follow-up question on that, sir. You go to a specific area if meron silang group of teachers, right, sir? Hindi siya one-on-one.
Yes, yeah. And normally, universities nag-host noon, or mga graduates na rin ng TESOL na mayroong specific na ESL school, and they gather their, colleagues na doon, and then they invite also some friends na gusto rin mag-TESOL. So normally, ganun yung nangyayari. And the minimum of at least 6, we go to the place na. Yeah. Minimum
of at least 6. I was about to ask you that.
6,
It's as if you read my mind, sir. What teaching methods and techniques are covered in the TESOL curriculum?
Yeah. Okay, that's a very interesting question, because a lot of times, marami nagtatanong, so what do I, get to learn from, doing TESOL? So TESOL basically covers from the most popular practices in doing ESL. And they're all anchored on, of course, the major frameworks of the teaching. So, for example, you have these discussions on frameworks under the behavioristic theory. You have this discussions under the framework of constructivist theory, and then other streams na, yung mga major frameworks na yun. So when you ask the question, ano yung pinaka-popular na mga frameworks to teaching ngayon. So we have of course, the P3, di ba? So you have your presentation, practice, produce. It's basically behavioristic. It's more focused on repetition and rote learning. And then you have the E3. So you have your explore, explain, express. Okay, constructivist side. It's more of the co-learning. It embraces the co-learning, and it emphasizes on the ability of the learner to make use of his background knowledge, schema, activations, those stuff when it comes to learning. And then you have this ESA, engaged study, activate. It's a combination of your P3 and E3. So all these things, siguro, if you get to see books being used in ESL, nakikita mo na dadalawa yan or tatatlo. It's practically PPP lang. Okay, say a grammar book, nakikita mo na percent practice produce lang yan, or EEE, or explore, explain, express, if it's more on the constructivist side. So pagka-equip ka ng tatlong yon, then you're good na, you're okay. And because you know these frameworks and you're familiar with these frameworks, you can just basically adopt some materials online and then structure your learning unit following maybe one, two, or the combination of these. So yun yung mga pinaka-importanteng frameworks that we get to share and we get to have our learners master. Okay.
Next question, will I receive hands-on training experience during the TESOL program?
Yeah. So we have this TESOL Global Hub. It's an online platform, where TESOL trainees and ESL students from other countries and for different nationalities will get to meet, and it is where our TESOL trainees get to practice, their teaching strategies, classroom management, etc., etc. But we only offer that if you don't have access to maybe a partner school in your area. Pero normally, if you can come to Baguio, or if you're in Manila or in Cebu, then we can link you to partner ESL schools doon, where you can practice with actual students face to face. Yeah, your techniques or strategies to teaching English. Okay.
Follow-up question, sir. Is the TESOL program that you offer only exclusive to Filipinos or like foreigners?
No. Yeah, so actually we have we just graduated a Vietnamese and two French. Okay, surprisingly, my French girl, and then
Nice.
some Japanese 2 months ago. So yung Vietnamese, of course, he's in Vietnam, but he'll come and visit the Philippines. I believe on July. Yung dalawang French naman, they're here in the Philippines.
Wow.
And then yung mga Japanese, they're in Japan. So, pero it's open to to non-Filipinos. And surprisingly, a lot of Vietnamese are interested in our TESOL program. So maybe sometime this August, we'll be going to Vietnam to facilitate parang yung boot camp. So it will be a 4-day boot camp with an English center in Hanoi. Okay, and the learners or the trainees will be there, Vietnamese and Filipino teachers there. We have our Japan schedule also this September, so it's a community of Filipino ESL teachers din doon, plus some Japanese ALTs din. So assistant language teachers na gusto ring mag-update or mag-upgrade ng kanilang skills in doing English, especially sa areas ng EAL. EAL is English as an additional language, kasi I think it's one of the certifications that is being required now by British Council partners all over the world. So say Thailand, even Morocco, Japan, when they're doing EAL. Kasama rin yung discussion ng EAL sa TESOL natin. Kasi sa mga iba, maybe it's their first time to hear it kasi kadalasan ng ESL, di ba? Yeah, so yung mga updates na on those things, yung mga bagong phases na ng ESL teaching sa EAL na will be discussed also in your TESOL classes. So for example, if you're planning to go to, say, Dubai, mga ganun, sa Middle East, they will require EAL doon. So we can issue you an EAL certificate there. So I'm just adding these things kasi naalala ko bigla, and it's an exciting, prospect pa rin for you to at least, have a dual certification. You have TESOL, but at the same time, you'll be certified as an EAL teacher. EAL, again, is English as an additional language.
So maybe we can touch on that already, sir, because a Akala kasi natin, TESOL lang yung ina-offer ng Chamski, but there's a long list of other certifications that you offer, sir. Are there any opportunities for job placement assistance after completing the TESOL course?
Yes, actually, yes, yes. So on the 25th, i-announce ko na rin on the 25th, meron tayong orientation on ESL teaching in Japan, you know? So from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I'll just share to you yung poster tsaka yung link.
Sige,
So
sir.
yeah, we do orientations and we link yung mga Filipino teachers overseas. So in Vietnam, we have Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh linkages. In Thailand, we have linkages in Pitsanulok, okay, and of course in Bangkok. And in Taiwan, we have this EFL teachers for a EFL teacher program, okay, and then in JET program also. So we're able to assist siguro mga around 20 na Filipino teachers at JET program. So we have links to doon, and not formal links, but links with Filipino communities doon, teaching English there, and they're of course very much willing to help. They're co-Filipinos, lalo na pagka-graduate in Chomsky at saka member ng TESLA or TESOL PH. With this Japan orientation on the 25th, talagang partner siya ni TESLA at saka ni Chomsky. So mangyayari is pag i-endorse ni Chomsky, then priority siya na i-hire or at least i-consider nung school doon sa.
Wonderful. Ay, grabe.
So yeah.
Grabe. Ito na yung pathway nyo, ESL teachers. Nothing ESL
We're
teachers.
not
If you want to
recruiting.
explore.
Baka mag-aalis sila, mag-aalis si POE. We're not recruiting. We're just, sharing the links overseas. And then it will be up to you to evaluate. Yeah, and then check, do your homework na rin if something that is siguro suitable sa needs mo rin or sa gusto mo. Pero yeah, we have a lot of links because we have a lot of, we have a big community on these different countries.
How much does a TESOL certification program cost?
Yeah, okay. So TESOL certificate is 10,000 pesos. Master TESOL is 12,500. For ESL teachers, as long as you can show us your certificate of employment, or maybe you're teaching now or you taught in the past, as long as you have some proofs to show, then that's less 2,500 na agad. And if you will be enrolling under your platform, teacher Larry, learn with Larry, then I will give more discounts doon.
Wow, thank you so much for being so generous, sir.
Yeah. And then if it's a boot camp, it's normally cheaper because the run of the program is shorter. So we'll just post na lang boot camp schedules around the different areas. Pero normally it's Baguio and Manila and Cebu, yung mga boot camps natin on TESOL.
Okay, ESL teachers don't get intimidated by the prices because iba-iba yan. And if you subscribe to my channel, then maybe you can get additional discount, as mentioned by Sir Eli. Thank you again, sir. Is financial aid or payment plans available for the TESOL course tuition?
We have this installment plan, so they can avail of that one. So it doesn't have to be one-time payment. So you can start and then give some amount, and then before you finish or before your assessment, you have to complete the payment now. So that's the only scheme available now. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. What accreditation does the Language Center offering the TESOL program have?
Yeah, so accreditation is under TESLA or TESOL PH under ASEAN LN, and we're in partnership with British Council. Okay, so and then IITFL, so it's a UK-based association which supports ESL teaching program, and teachers of ESL Association of the Philippines or TESLA and TESOL PH are in partnership or is in partnership with almost all TESOL associations in the ASEAN region. So, for example, TESOL or Cambodia TESOL, Thai TESOL or Thailand TESOL, TEFLIN or Indonesia EFL Teachers Association, MELTA or Malaysia ELT Association, and Lao TESOL. So these affiliations allow us to, of course, access whatever conferences, free webinars, okay, or learning materials they develop or have or share with us, and of course to TESOL graduates of Chomsky and Tesla or TESOL learners. Especially the British Council, I want to emphasize that kasi every time na may bagong learning materials or publication ng British Council or Cambridge University, they give it to us for free. And normally you buy that, so we just share this sa association through Chomsky. When you say learning materials, these are really good learning materials. These are new learning materials. Hindi lang siya books, podcasts, actually, napakadami, listening files, and the researches. Sa mga medyo seryoso sa ESL teaching or TESOL researches. And sa mga nasa academe, say academe sa university na gusto mag-TESOL, this is an opportunity for you to say have your master's thesis be presented overseas, so we can assist you also. Say you have a research due for publication kasi it's publish or perish now, di ba, sa academia, no, sa mga universities. So if you don't publish, then you go, di ba? So this is a platform for you to access, to access international presentations through Tesla and Chomsky. So we can assist, we can maybe do some collaborations, and we have a lot of topics basically, and we can develop or co-develop, a research presentation or a full-blown research for you for your master's program, especially if you're doing research, say, in ESL teaching. Now, say, I'll give an example. Now, CLIL is a hit. It's a big name, in the ESL teaching or in language education. So content and language integration learning, So a lot of people are doing CLIL, and so we have a lot of data when it comes to CLIL, and we can collaborate, and then we can have, say, we can choose kung saan mo siya gusto i-present, so we can also assist you in your having your presentation accepted by these associations. Say, if you want to go to Cambodia and do your presentation or workshop there, then we can go to Cambodia. Thailand, we can go to Thailand. So hindi lang siya limited sa TESOL talaga. So it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Because we're not just a TESOL provider, so we're very active in international conferences and researches in ESL teaching. So yun siguro yung pwede nating i-add dito sa discussion na ito.
Are there any additional resources or materials provided to support learning during the TESOL program?
Yes. So you have you'll have your worksheets, of course, and then you'll have your TESOL modules, okay? And then you'll have a lot of learning materials na makukuha from enrolling in the course. So a lot of these materials are published by the British Council, okay, and of course Macmillan and A.S. Hornby. So materials, and all these are CFR aligned, and some of the materials na mga locally developed na rin siya to address specific needs of ESL learners here in the Philippines. So co-development of curriculum, so we can assist you in the development of your curriculum. Say you're doing, SPED, language with SPED. So we can collaborate on developing learning materials with you. So or say you're doing a specific curriculum for for, say, adult learners at ang goal nila is on, say, doing business in the future. So we can collaborate in developing business courses sa kanila. With you, I mean. Yeah. So pwedeng gawin natin yun together. So aside from, of course, yung TESOL course na kukunin mo.
How do I know if the TESOL program is suitable for my career goals?
If you're doing ESL, TESOL is suitable sa'yo. it's the very certification that you'll be needing. Of course, you have other certifications, pero it's basically TESOL because it covers everything there. So from frameworks to practices, from understanding the dynamics of teaching and learning, and equipping yourself in adopting contents from whatever sources, and coming up with a cohesive and coherent learning unit. Importante yan, That way, you can come up with a menu of topics, basically. Na pagka meron kang menu of topics, then it's something that you can share to your learners. So I have these topics, you can choose to them. Because it's basically the trend now, It's a collaboration with the teacher and the students. We call that decentering ESL. So it's not basically, hindi na siya okay, this is the book, okay, so we'll study from unit 1 to unit 20, and then you cannot do anything. If you don't like it, then you cannot do anything, di ba? Basically, tailor fitting, yung lessons mo to the needs and goals and purpose of your learner. So if you're TESOL certificate graduate, if you're a holder of TESOL certificate, then you can easily do that because
Yeah.
you understand the foundations, the principles, the basics, the techniques. So you will learn that in TESOL. And then how will you, again, maybe make use of the grammar structures there? How will you identify the patterns in grammar that you can maybe adopt and incorporate it in your lesson? So things of those sorts. So those are covered in your TESOL course. So you become, pretty
Well
much
versed.
everything now. Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, you can create
To
your own
also keep
curriculum.
correct. To also keep the student engaged, di ba, sir? Kasi
Yes,
minsan,
yes, yes. Because if they get to choose the topics from your menu, then it means they're interested with the topic, di ba? So no need to
mm,
motivate them. They've
correct.
chosen those topics in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yun yung one of the many differences of ESL teachers sa conventional English teacher sometimes, di ba,
Yeah, I
sir?
think so. Yes. Tama, tama.
Okay. What kind of support is available for students during and after the TESOL course?
At pag nag-message ka sa GC natin, lagi namang may sasagot doon. Kung may mga concerns ka and all. Kung may mga, say, ito very common to. Enrolled sa TESOL program and then suddenly meron siyang presentation sa school. Kailangan niya mag-present ng isang bagong, lesson plan on teaching listening. Yan, we support them. Ang ganun. So, hindi lang during, pati after. So, graduate ka ng TESOL and say, may pinagawa sa'yo na pero pinapadevelop the curriculum sa'yo and it's EMI, for example, English as a medium of instruction for your Filipino kids, Filipino learners, we can assist also. So it's a community, so you're part of the community, so whatever help that we can say share to you, then we'll give it to you.
Sulit talaga kapag nag-enroll kayo. Enroll na kayo. Kay Chamski. Chamski LTC. How to register, sir? How to enroll to
Register,
the
siguro,
program?
if it's in your platform, then na siguro we'll just give a link, or they can just email
Okay.
chomsky@ltc@gmail.com. So email us. And then, siguro gawa ka ng code na pagka
Sige,
nag-email
sir.
sila,
Yes.
recommendation mo.
Para, ang inisip
So
ko nga po yan
parang,
kung ano ba, screenshot ba or code na lang para easier, di ba?
yes, I think code na
Para,
lang. So,
how to get the certificate, sir? Paano
a
nila
certificate will just
makukuha?
ship na lang sa kanila. So we'll give you your e-copy first and then we'll ship it to your address, yung certificates.
Okay, and this is optional, sir, right? Yung hard copy.
And it's part of the one na.
It's
You
part of
just have to
the
pay for
fee.
shipping, yes. Part of the course na. Yeah.
So you have the e-copy. ESL teachers, you have the e-copy, the electronic copy, and you'll also have the hard copy shipped to
Yes.
you. All over the world ba to, sir?
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay. Yan. Sir Eli already gave the contact details. Once again, we'd like to mention that here you can contact him through email. That's
Yeah, chomsky.ltc@gmail.com.
okay. And sir, last question. Are there any events or upcoming seminars or you mentioned boot camps that you'd like to
Yeah.
promote?
Yeah, ito, yung sa Japan. So, a complete guide to binabasa ko, becoming a teacher in Japan. And Raymond, the main speaker here, he owns, I think, 10 schools in Japan. So, of course, in preference is Filipinos.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Mga
were
kabayan.
together sa Bukidnon last December, I think. So we went around Bukidnon. So yeah, ito yung pinaka I think a recent na event, and then we'll be posting sa Chomsky Facebook page, okay? Kung ano yung mga schedules ng TESOL, or yeah, they can maybe just send a message sa page ni Chomsky if they have questions, and of course we'll be happy to answer them. Ganun na lang siya.
Hey, any other things you'd like to announce, sir?
Yeah. Okay, two things na hindi natin na-touch. One is TESOL is yung TESOL certificate nila from Chomsky and Tesla is recognized by the government for promotion purposes. Okay, so sa DepEd, na-recognize yan. Sa CHED, na-recognize yan. Okay, so sa ranking, for example, sa mga new teachers, papasok lang sa DepEd or promotion purposes. Pag halimbawa, gusto maging mas mataas yung rank mo as a professor, pag nasa university ka, you can use it. Okay, so it's a big plus plus. At the same time, if, tatlo pala, no? Pangalawa is, if you're an undergrad, okay, and you're planning to do ETAP is expanded tertiary education equivalency program. Okay, it's a program of CHED. Yung mga undergrads, they can complete their bachelor's diploma, okay, in a pathway called ETAP. Yung last, CPD points, so continuing professional development, so it's CPD. So we're working on TESOL getting some CPD points, okay? So pagkalimba, kasi it's a requirement for teachers in their renewal of their licenses, you know. So ngayon kasi it's just a self-directed na CPD. So we're working na in the future magkakaroon na ng automatic na credits, you know, yung TESOL certificate nila under the CPD for them to, you know, renew their license.
Benefits that you can get aside from employment when you get TESOL is promotion, CPD points, and expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation.
Sa mga undergrads, yes. Undergrad or pagkagaya mo, na-graduate na pero gusto mo mag-add ng degree course. Yeah. Ang critical doon is yung assessment ng portfolio mo eh. Kasi kung submit the portfolio sa kanila, yung portfolio is, you know, lahat ng certificates na meron ka, pero TESOL lang heaviest doon. TESOL lang pinakamalaki.
May TESOL ka na,
napakalaki na.
mabigat na yun.
Kung master TESOL, 260 hours, malaki yun. Kasi equivalent na yun sa isang SEM, yung 260 hours. Isang semestre kasi yun eh. Kung ika-count mo siya.
That's it for tonight, sir. I hope we could have another meeting to discuss more on the other programs that you have. But I'd like to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Let's promote Chamski and the things that you offer, the certification that you offer. And thank you, sir, for sharing your insights also. Truly appreciated po yung time and effort for tonight. Have a great night, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.